You know what they say. Keep it balanced. Keep it cute. But baby, my balance, it comes from above. So step light. Hold your head high. We gon' praise and still look fly. Season, heart on one side, truth on the other. Grace in my walk, glory in my cover. Step to the left, I'm aligned. Peace in my heart, made of mine. Wrist shining, Bible in my bag. Gold on my neck, Savior in my swag. Born with the scales in my head. Spin it back, stay true. If you love the Lord, let him shine. Heart in the clouds, feet on the floor. We give him the praise, then we give him some more. I'm a Libra in the light, standing tall in my faith. Pretty smile, holy style. I got heaven on my face. When I move, when I glide, it's the grace in my stride. Balanced by the blood, that's my scales and my pride. That's my scales and my pride.
Yes, y'all, that rocks. Y'all know it rocks. That's a banger. Hey now, what's going on? Let's get into it real quick. This is your girl, Creole Butterfly, Libra Butterfly, Coco 929, coming to you from the great state of Kentucky, where the women are beautiful and the horses are fast. The horses are beautiful and the women are fast. It just really depends on what you like. I want to say happy birthday, happy Kinseyada, happy bar mitzvah to Lottie Dottie and every darn body under the sound of my voice. And you know, I'm the Oprah of the what? The smooches. So you get a smooch. Mwah. Everybody gets a smooch. Okay. What's up, JB LeBron? Hey, well, the things. Hey, thank y'all for dropping down. Auntie Melissa, if y'all haven't heard her, go back over there to her channel. Give her a click in the view. It was so refreshing to see her on this morning. Yes. Okay. Now, y'all know tonight, be there or be square. I am interviewing with the infamous, the famous, the one and only Mr. Church Sector himself. That is the official King Jives. Okay, we're gonna have a ball. Yes, we are. Y'all know how my interviews are over here, so please come and give me a click in the view. Come and support the show. Tell people, tell one, tell all. Okay. Again, Mr. King Jives himself. Y'all know he does all things when it comes to the church sector. He exposes these so-called people of God and all the things are the things. He's got a lot more going on. He's a business owner as well. He actually sent Monique a crown. I'm going to see if he can't pull it up to show his work. He also does fans and he just does a whole bunch of things, okay? He breeds dogs and stuff like it as well. So yes, 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 yes. Come on, come on. We're gonna have a ball, okay? Tonight at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Tonight at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Tonight at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Now I did owe y'all a live because I didn't come on yesterday. Okay. I did an upload about the water, one of the best water that most of us herbalists are telling you guys about. Is called Mountain Valley. Okay, Mountain Valley. It's in a green bottle. All right. Most real good. Even Dr. Sabi himself actually supported Mountain Valley. All right. So I did an upload about that. Some of my shorts, y'all, is all that. So y'all need to support the shorts and everything. So let's get into it real quick. We're going to go across the spectrum today. You hear me? You hear me? Now, this is Ted Cruz. Let me know what y'all think about what Ted Cruz say. Okay, because this is a reaction for Ted Cruz. Okay. He's he's Ted Cruz. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's go.
Tragically, this pattern keeps on happening. Now, Senator Booker also said we should have bipartisan agreement. I think that's a great idea. We should have bipartisan agreement. How about we all come together and say, let's stop murders? How about we all come together and say, let's stop rape? How about we all come together and say, let's stop attacking pedophiles? And tragically, this pattern keeps on happening.
Did y'all hear that? He said, let's come together and let's stop attacking Okay, one more time, let's go.
Now, Senator Booker also said we should have bipartisan agreement. I think that's a great idea. We should have bipartisan agreement. How about we all come together and say, let's stop murders? How about we all come together and say, let's stop rape? How about we all come together and say, let's stop attacking pedophiles? And
okay. What you think about that one, honey? What you think about that? Okay. Okay. Sometimes people try to be so smart, they stupid. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay, moving forward. Since this is Black History Month, let's get into it. Okay, Black History Month. Come on, we got a couple more things. Reaction video. Let's go. This is your president, the orange guy. Okay, let's go. Let me share. Hold on. We got some more stuff to talk about. Wait a minute. Share. Oh, let's see. All right, here we go.
This nation, you're just starting to get real credit for that. We all built it, but you were such a massive part of it, bigger than you were given credit for. Does that make sense?
Love the Black community, and I've done more for the Black community than any other president. And I say, with the possible exception of Abraham Lincoln.
I love Black people, and I did great with the vote with the Black people. But they say he's a racist. Look, birthright citizenship was, if you look back when this was passed and made, that was meant for the children of slaves. This was not meant for the whole world to come in and pile into the United States of America, everybody coming in and totally unqualified people with perhaps unqualified children. This wasn't meant for that. This was meant, when it was originally done, for the children of slaves. Only Trump. They want Trump to come in. And you see them. They're all over the place in Chicago because they're afraid to go out and they don't want their son or their daughter killed, just like your parents didn't want you killed. Black patriots fought and bled on the battlefields of the American Revolution. And they really did. When you read the history, what they gave up. They gave everything to smash the chains of slavery and preserve our nation. And they did it with incredible bravery. They helped win the Wild West, tame the skies, and save freedom in the Second World War. They're warriors. From the very beginning, Black Americans have been a vital part of the American story, helping to make this the greatest nation in the history of the world. So true. Thank you. We thank you.
Said one occasion, even about myself, if I was starting off today, I would love to be a well-educated Black because I really believe they do have an actual advantage today.
Africa.
And you know what's so funny, y'all? I don't dislike this man. I don't hate this man. Do I disagree with some of the ways that he's done things and that he some of the ways that he speaks, absolutely. But I don't agree with I don't agree with nobody 100%. You know, now if you right, you right. But sometimes, like, I can feel, I can. My opinion is my opinion. Now, if you prove to me that what I thought wasn't right, then that's different. Well, the things, that's all that was sent to me. What I do is I present this out here and I tell you, I show you enough to where if you want to, you can research it. And I'm not saying you have to believe it, you know, whatever. I was just talking about that one particular phrase that he said. I think it was a misspoke. I think he actually misspoke. I don't think he meant what he said, but I was talking about how people can take sound bites of something you say and make a big old thing of it. So that's basically what I was trying to show. He misspoke. I don't really believe that he meant that at all. Okay. That's just what somebody clipped and has been sharing around, and then somebody sent it to me. So you can try to Google that, like his speech, and it should bring the whole thing up and everything. So that way you can, you know, you can see it. We all make mistakes. Sometimes we say stuff we don't mean and we don't catch it. He just so happened to be in the public eye. Okay, so that's what that is. But as far as this is this man's own. So when he tries to go back and say different things counteractive of what he's already said about us that was positive, and he tries to go back and he said, yeah, here's the thing that trips me out. The Republicans and the Democrats are the same coin, different sides. Okay, same coin, different sides. And when the Democrats did have, because y'all know I'm not neither, I'm not Democrat nor Republican, okay? So I can talk about them both equally. When the Democrats did have the run of things, they didn't do right by us either. Can we just be honest? They were, what's that, COVID, where they hid it, okay? They hid the things that they did, and it's coming out now, okay? Like, okay, I heard somebody talking about the Republicans had uncovered that they was doing research on bisexual fish. They were spending millions of dollars and on bisexual vegetables. Excuse me. I was like, you gotta be, that they actually uncovered money being spent on it. It's just weird. Like when you go back and read some stuff, yes, most of the Republicans, I feel, okay, I'm talking about that's in power, are racist. I really do. I'm not going to take it back. I feel that way. You don't have to feel that way. I feel that way. Okay. But I feel also that you got to do your due diligence. People vote for who they feel represent them the best, whatever that is. Okay. Do I think a lot of people are racist? No. Do I think a lot of people are prejudiced? Yes. Everybody, not everybody, but for the most part, people feel like their race is the best race, it's superior, and they want to support. The only thing I get mad at is that when Black people start talking about us and uplifting us and saying good things about us, other races get mad. Why is it okay that we are down on ourselves, don't speak highly of ourselves and all that, and it's okay? But as soon as we start speaking and encouraging one another and speaking positive about ourselves and uplifting ourselves and quote unquote pulling ourselves up by our bootstraps, that everybody gets mad about it. That's what you need to check, because that's what's coming across as being prejudice, okay? So I wanted to share this because if you've never, ever, 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 ever heard the orange guys speak positive about Black people, then you have it all right here in front of your face. Okay. You have it all right here in front of your face. Okay. Black history facts from Trump. Okay. So yeah, I wanted to do that as well. Wait a minute, is one more that I wanted to. Okay. The Epstein files has been a thing that is on people's never minds, okay? Everybody's been talking about the Epstein files and all this and stuff. And let me tell y'all something. If y'all not going to go after everybody, stop trying to track down Jay-Z. Because it's not fair. Y'all isolating one person when there was a whole lot of people, and one person particularly was in the files over 5,000 times. I'm going to let y'all do your own research on that. One particular person was mentioned in the Epstein files over 5,000 times in a negative and derogatory way. So if you're not going to go after that particular person, okay, then stop trying to isolate and go after Jay-Z. Okay? Come on now, let's be fair. Let's be fair. Okay? All right, so check this out. Another reaction video, and this, I believe, part of this, I mean, I agree with part of what she's about to say. It's Black History Month, so I told y'all we're going to do mostly all things Black, which we do that over on this channel anyway. I talk about everybody equally, okay, because some of my Black people get on my nerves, just like some of my vanilla people get on my nerves, and some of my brown people get on my nerves, okay? So it's equal across the board over here, and you don't have to agree with me to be over here, so don't think that, okay? Everybody's grown, and you have your opinion. Okay, you have your opinion. So let's go. No, that's not it. Right here is it. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Y'all ready?
My generation bought the lie. We put our children in harm's way when we did, because they believed it too. And this that's happening and this that's coming, they have no clue as to how to deal with this, how to navigate it. Who's going to tell them? Who's going to explain to them why it's happening now? Because you see, if they knew their history, this would not be a surprise to them. But I do know for sure, if my ancestors endured people grabbing your wife out of the bed and maybe your 6-year-old to trade around that night with whoever was there, when they sold, beat, raped, tortured, and killed us for hundreds of years, are you telling me we can't do this? No, there's not a cell in my body that believes that.
Okay. So yeah, she was saying that, as the title says, civil rights, the civil rights people lied to us. And a lot of people didn't prepare their kids with history, telling them what happened to us and everything. Can I be honest with y'all? Okay, I'm 55, all right, going on 56 if the Lord delay his coming and he don't take me home. So let me tell you something. There was people my age that had kids, and a lot of us dropped the ball. Okay, not me, but a lot of people that was around my age that was having kids drop the ball. Because some of them say, I'm not going to raise my kids the way my mom and dad raised me. They're going to be my friend. We going to be friends and all this stuff. Hey, Liz Boo, which one? Which one you want me to elaborate, babe? We're going to be friends and all of this and stuff. They didn't chastise them. They didn't they didn't want to spank them and all of the things and stuff. And so they let them get away with murder. They let them raise themselves, and which is very sad. Okay. My friends used to tell me I was too hard on my kids, because I had structure. I knew what happened to me as a kid, and I didn't want it to happen to my children. And so I knew I had to be more vigilant in their life. I knew I had to create an atmosphere. Okay, Auntie. I had to create an atmosphere of responsibility. Okay. Like when they were younger and everything, I told them, your job is school. I need every report card. That's how you pay me back for everything I do for you. I don't accept D's because I don't have no D students, and I'm only going to accept a couple of C's through the year. Okay. So yeah. So if you need to study a little more, if you need my help a little more, I don't know what you're going to have to do, but that's how we're going to do that. That's how you pay me back. And then you got a job to do when you get home, like when you get home, you change your clothes because you got school clothes as well as, play clothes. Don't get the two mixed up. Change your clothes, change your shoes, do your chores, hit that homework. Then you can go outside if everything is okay. Okay. Because, that's just how we do it. And no, we don't go 4 and 5 blocks over. Nope. You outside. You should be able to hear me call your name. If you can't hear me call your name, it means you too far. Okay. Because I need to know what you're doing, where you at. Yeah. I need to know all the things of the things. So yeah, my friends told me I was, Right. My friends told me that I was too strict, that I needed to let my kids, oh, don't let them play. They know what time to be back home and all that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not mine. Yours can do whatever. Mine's can't. Okay. And that's how I'm raising them. If it's wrong, they'll tell me when they get older. My kids tell me to this day they believed I was crazy when I was younger because I would take whatever I could depending on the level. And I'm not saying this is right, but I would take whatever I could depending on the level of disrespect I thought you did. And I would either throw it at you or smack you. One of the two. I was a single mother for a while, and I needed my kids to know that anywhere you act up is where you got it. I don't care if it was the store. I don't care if it was church. I don't jack my kids up at school, and the teachers in the office turned their heads. What? What? Y'all gonna call me and tell me that one of mine's done got smart with y'all and y'all an adult, and I tell y'all I'm on my way. And when I get there, you want me to talk? Baby, you call me on my job. If I got to leave my job, the kids will tell you if my mama got to leave her job. They got so smart. Y'all, my kids got so smart. You know how the first of the year you bring the stuff home so your parents can sign and put their number and update everything? My kids got so smart, y'all. They start putting Pizza Hut and McDonald's and all of that on the paper. So that I wouldn't get no calls, okay? I laugh about that. I cracks up. They got to tell me, said, Mama, you want to know why you wasn't getting no calls? I said, why? They said, we all got smart and so saying, hey, we got to agree. We're going to put Pizza Hut's number on her as our mama's number. And we're going to put this up. I was like, say what? I had to laugh, y'all. They was like, nah, you wouldn't get no more calls at work. Nope. I was rolling. I had no structure growing up. Really? Bless your heart. I have a cold back here. Okay, Auntie, what you said, that was my mother. She was very small and we were big. Okay, did not play. I'm telling you, baby, I'm telling you, because you're gonna do what I say. I want you when you are confronted with your friends doing whatever, and you know your mama said no, you can't do that, and you're gonna think about, am I gonna worry about peer pressure or do I want to deal with my mama? That's the question you're gonna ask yourself. And most of the time, I'm gonna win because your mama, she ain't got it all. Okay, like my mama birthed me anywhere I am, and if she got to come and find me, my God, today, my God, if she gets to come and find me, yeah, I'm 5'2" on a good day. I'm really 5'1", but on a good day, I'm real tall. I'm 5'2". Who? Yeah, I had to make a believer out of mine. I want y'all to know at an early age that this little short woman right here, this little Creole red black woman, she ain't playing. She ain't playing. She'll come and snatch your tonsils through your nose. You better really, honey, who? And I just didn't withhold that to my kids. If your kids came on my house, they got the same treatment. And I used to tell people, one, I didn't have a lot of people in my house. Let's get that straight. And then two, if your children was blessed to even spend time over in my house, I'm going to treat them like I do mine. If you don't want them to be corrected the way I correct mine, keep them away from me. Okay? Because what we ain't going to do is they get special treatment and mine. No, don't do that. Don't do that. My parents will roll up every day. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So, that's what happened to me. That's my theory, is because I've seen it. A lot of people that was around my age decided they wasn't gonna raise their kids like their parents raised them. And I think the ball was dropped, and that's why you got a lot of adults that kids did what they want. So now you're seeing that effect with this new generation that's coming along that don't respect nobody. They don't respect themselves. They don't respect nobody. It trips me out the fact when I start seeing people fight in public, like in the stores, on the torque system, things like that. I'm like, people really, because the way I grew up, you didn't do that. Do y'all remember that? It's not that illegal stuff wasn't being done, but the people that was doing it had some form of respect. Do y'all remember that when I remember being younger and the dudes be shooting dice on the corner, and when they see a woman, they would cover the dice and stand up, or they will move out of the way and let her walk through, and they still greet you like, good morning, how you doing, or whatever. And then when you walk on with your kid, or when you walk on past, they go back and do what they're supposed to do. Now, I wish you would. I wish you would try to stay on the sidewalk while they shooting dice. They might shoot you. I take the gun and smack you with it. You better walk around. Matter of fact, you better cross the street, because they have no respect. The respect is gone. Like that's why I said a whole generation just, oh, okay. Yeah, a whole generation just, gone. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Anyway, I wanted to show this. This just is before we go to the next thing. Give me one moment. It's a shame, and it's everywhere. Yes, it's everywhere. You're right about that. You are absolutely right about that. And that's what's crazy. I wanted to show. Okay, so this is thing. It's an argument on the Hill, which is over there on the government in the White House. They're discussing affordable housing. Okay, and quote unquote, your president is saying he does not think that there should be affordable housing because it affects people who already has housing. Now, it's something against y'all. Google that. Okay, y'all Google that. Trump's speech on affordable housing. That's what you can go. Because I don't want to misquote him. But y'all, this is something. Thank you for the person that sent this to me. I want to show this real quick. This is Foot Homes. This is in Memphis. This is here we go. Yeah, we're gonna make some noise up in this mother. I'm muting that because I don't want YouTube to get me. These are affordable housing that was in Memphis, okay? I remember riding through Memphis and seeing these particular, on my way to Georgia, seeing these particular housing. And people were still in them at the time, but they're not. So, and these was built in 1940. But with everybody losing their job and stuff now, y'all think about it. With especially Amazon letting go all them people from the corporate office to the warehouse and everything, and the people downsizing and stuff, and people having to pay schooling, like their college loans they used to didn't have to pay, like the teachers and the police and all that stuff. Yeah, they're going to have to create some form. And then they're coming against homeless people that live on the street. They're making it against the law for you to be homeless. So how you going to have both? How you going to make it against the law for me to be homeless, but then you taking my job where it's going to force me to be homeless? It's like a setup for the okie doke, okay? So, it's weird to me, but I just wanted to show that, I don't know what's going to happen. Shout out to T.I. and his wife, because they actually came up with affordable housing. Okay, they created a whole affordable housing situation for people, and so shout out to him. It's a couple more people. It's a couple more people that is trying to create affordable housing as well, y'all. So yeah, I don't know. So let's go. Now, this is Bill Gates. So I'm going to show y'all this. You can do your own research behind it, but I want to... What's up, Bird? I'm going to show y'all this. Let's talk a darn about it. Let's go. Hold on, make sure y'all can see it. And don't y'all forget my interview tonight with the infamous, the King Jives, the official King Jives. Yes, come back over at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? All right, let's play this. Let's go. This is our reaction.
And over his name appearing in the Jeffrey Epstein files, saying, "I regret every minute spent together with Epstein." And Bill Gates' ex-wife, Melinda French Gates, making it very clear tonight who she believes should be answering the questions about this now. Here's Pierre Thomas.
Tonight, Microsoft founder Bill Gates apologizing for his association with sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, saying he regrets every minute they spent together.
I was foolish to spend time with him. I was one of many people who regret ever knowing him.
Gates said he never witnessed or took part in any inappropriate behavior. He insists his relationship with Epstein was focused on raising money for global health.
Every minute I spent with him, I regret, and I apologize that I did that.
Tonight, his ex-wife, Melinda French Gates, says this all brings back memories of, quote, very, very painful times in her marriage.
Whatever questions remain there of what I can't even begin to know all of it, those questions are for those people and for even my ex-husband. They need to answer to those things. It's not me.
Well,
and I am so happy to be away from all the muck.
The Justice Department's release of more than 3 million pages of documents making headlines around the world. In London tonight, new questions for the royal family as these pictures emerge of the former Prince Andrew kneeling over a young woman on the floor.
Good morning, Your Majesty. Will the royal family help the Epstein investigation? Do you have a message for Epstein's victims, Your Majesty?
Overnight, moving van spotted in Windsor as Andrew, now stripped by King Charles of his royal titles, is banished from his home at the Royal Lodge. His public efforts to distance himself from Epstein unsuccessful.
Do I regret the fact that he has quite obviously conducted himself in a manner unbecoming? Yes.
Unbecoming. He was a sex offender.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm being polite, in the sense that he was a sex offender.
Andrew now living at his brother the King's privately owned Sandringham estate.
There is so many powerful men caught up in this sordid story. Bill Gates apologizing and saying he regrets every minute he spent with Epstein. And his ex-wife, Melinda French Gates, saying that she's just happy to be far away from all of it. David?
Pierre Thomas.
All right. What y'all think? What say you? Here's the thing, y'all. I wanna help y'all with something. Just like Diddy, there is not too many celebrities that didn't spend time with these people. So why is it shocking everybody that these names is coming out? I mean, I'm serious. Why does it shock y'all? There is not too many people that have not spent time. You know, Diddy's parties was the rave. Everybody and their mama wanted to be a part of his parties. His white parties and stuff, everybody wanted to be a part of that. All of a sudden, now he's a degenerate and all you did. Come on, quit playing. Quit playing. Everybody wanted to be a part of his parties. And there was a whole lot of celebrities that was there. So why does it now become, I didn't have nothing to do with that? No. Huh? And, it's just weird to me. It's very weird. So just like Epstein Island, there was a whole lot of celebrities that spent time over there. That thing went on for years, not years, but years. And all of a sudden now everybody's like, oh, you were on Epstein Island? Of course they were. Come on, y'all. You can't, come on, mine. And my Boosie boys, come on, mine. You cannot... It cannot shock you like that. It's weird, man. And this is what this particular guy had to say also in regards to the orange guy. Okay, so we're going to play this. Okay, give me one moment. And as I said, look at the names on the video. You can go back and research it if you really want more information regarding it. This started in the golden Hollywood era, long. Right. That's why, Liz, I don't understand why people are so shocked. Like, oh my goodness, it's just coming out. It's just coming out. And shout out, like you said, to Magic Johnson. Yes, Magic Johnson has been instrumental in doing things for, yes, absolutely. Shout out to Magic Johnson. Let me see. Here we go.
The Epstein files thousands and thousands of times. In those files, there's highly disturbing allegations of Donald Trump raping children, of Donald Trump threatening to kill children. So I encourage your press to go look at these allegations. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files thousands and
Okay, y'all heard that, didn't you? Like I said, y'all can look it up for yourself. I don't know. I'm just here reporting it, okay? Now, this one right here. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. This right here. This man right here is such a, I don't like him. I've never liked him. He has a permanent frown on his face. You know, he's never done nothing for none of his people. Let him tell it. I don't think he's black. I think he's white. I know he's married to a white woman. You know, ain't nothing wrong with that. You love who you love. But whenever you love who you love makes you turn on, you feel like you have to turn on your own people, then it becomes a problem. Okay? It becomes a problem. Big time. All right? So let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Okay? Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Hold on. Shout out to y'all. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Okay. And also don't forget, I got an interview tonight with the infamous, the official King Jabs at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be there or be square. This is Clarence Thomas. Okay. And like I said, here it is right here. U.S. Democrat Socialist. All right. You can look it up, look him up, her up. Breaking. Clarence Thomas involved in a sick allegation in the Epstein files, sent by email to 2 federal judges and discussed by federal prosecutors in New York. A person claiming to be an Epstein victim said, John, whatever, was the man who graped me and took a picture of me and said, let's take a picture for Clarence Thomas. She then went on to accuse Thomas of actually assaulting when she was a kid. And the massive allegations brought forth in these files, this is not one we should let go quietly. Okay, so I don't know if that's true or not, but this is what it's under right here. Y'all can go and pull it up for yourself. If you got the Epstein files, you can go look at them and Google, I guess, his name to see if anything populates. Oh my, Clarence Thomas, here we go. Okay, I don't feel no type of way where that man is concerned. For real, no type of way. He, you know, how they were still talking about affirmative action on these applications and stuff. He was the deciding vote that took affirmative action off of the applications and all of this and stuff. And they confronted him and said, don't you know, or don't you believe that affirmative action was one of the reasons why you got the position you got? He said, yeah, I know that. So he didn't care. As long as he got his, he didn't care nothing about nobody else. Okay. So yeah. Mm-hmm. So somebody like him, don't care. You know, I don't care. So let me see. I still got a couple more minutes. All right. Black History Month. Let's go. This is just right here. Let me see. You know, is BFF is right. Charles Barkley, because Charles Barkley act just like him. But no, who's his BFF, boo? Please do tell. Do tell. Do tell. All right, here we go right here. Let's go. All right, let's go.
Slavery began before sunrise. These were black enslaved men, women, and children, rising from crowded wooden cabins, bodies stiff from exhaustion, clothing unchanged from the day before. There was no breakfast waiting. Work began immediately. Adults walked into fields carrying tools worn smooth by years of use. Children were assigned tasks early, hauling water, tending fires, watching younger siblings. The sun dictated the pace. Heat brought dehydration. Cold brought pain. There were no breaks by choice. No stopping when injured. Meals were brief and insufficient. Cornmeal, scraps, whatever was available. Evening did not bring rest. Clothing was mended by firelight. Children were quieted. Whispered conversations carried warnings, not comfort. Every day looked the same, and yet every day carried the threat of sale, punishment, or separation. The Underground Railroad was born from this routine. Escape did not come from a single dramatic moment. It came from living this day, over and over, until leaving became the only remaining option. Hit the follow button to learn more about what they never taught us. A day in slavery began before sunrise.
It began before sunrise. Okay. Began before sunrise. That's what I wanted to tell y'all. It began before sunrise, okay? Which is wild and crazy. Let me pull up this other one real quick. Let me see. Okay. La la la. Where you is? Here's your is right here. Okay. Left, right, here. Okay, let's go. Okay, let me make sure y'all can see this real quick. Please teach your grandkids and your kids this. Okay, right here. Okay. Meet Paul E. Williams, the black man who invented the helicopter. This is a picture of him. Paul E. Williams invented the components of the first use for helicopter, the components, okay? African-American inventor Paul E. Williams patented the first use for helicopter, the Lockheed Model 186 XH-51 on the 26th of November in 1962. During World War II, Williams worked for the Navy Department as an architect. In 1951, Williams won the Omega Psi Phi fraternity Man of the Year award, and then those accused, Q dog. In 1953, he received whatever medal from the NAACP for his outstanding contributions as an architect and a member of the African American community. Okay, so that'll let you know he actually specialized it. That's basically what it's saying. He made it to where it functions, to where you can use it and all of that. And then he got a patent and was awarded that in 1962. Okay. Some plantations were year-round ruling schedules. Right. So yeah, I wanted to show you all that. That's Mr. Paul E. Williams himself. Mr. Please, please, please. Okay. And that's a helicopter. Mr. Q Dog, he's a Q Dog. Yes, Omega Psi Phi. Yes, sir. Come through. Yes. Let me see. Sugar was different from cotton. Work required. Right. And I don't know if y'all follow her or not, but let me go ahead and let me see if I can't pull her up. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so can't pull her up. And let me see. I hope to join you on the panel one day. I think we have a lot the same. Okay. All right. Yes. I always thank everybody for dropping down and stuff. I appreciate it. If they got sleep, right. He dirty like them. The Clintons ain't no joke, and Hillary is the worst. Ooh, my. Oh, man. I wonder why they didn't show up. Like, I'm looking at this on two different computers, and that part didn't show up when you said he dirty. It didn't show up on the other computer. That's how I know that on some of this stuff is being didactic is being taken away because, like, I'm looking on the main one that I'm on, which is the one I got y'all pulled up on, like, because this is my channel. And then I got a second device so I can see other things, and that didn't even pop up. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. We got 7 more minutes. Hold on. Okay, it's one more thing I want to show real quick before we get out of here. Just bear with me, y'all. Bear with me, y'all. Where'd it go? Hold on. Hold on. I took a herb, y'all, and this herb done took my blood pressure so low that I'm having chills. I am having chills. It means I am cold. I'm sitting here like, oh my God. And I knew which one it was. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. There was which I'm not gonna spend time talking about no Epstein files. I told y'all a long time ago about that, and nobody was listening. So I am gonna show y'all something because I talk about health as well. So I'm gonna show you about. Let me see it, Dr. Creole. I'm taking that berberine. Okay, yay! Yay! Yeah, I took that too. That's what I'm saying. Yep, I just took it. That's how I know. Yes, honey. Berberine and Nessian. Yes, yes, yes. Congratulations. Let me know, like, in a couple of weeks, like, if you see any difference or how your body feels and things of that nature. Yes, let me know. Okay, let's bring this up right here. Okay, check this out. Let's go.
Happened after the introduction of shots in this country. Listen to me. This tells you about increase in killer diseases during the past 70 years. That's the years that the shots began. And what is probably 100 years old now. But listen to the increase. Insanity increased by 400%. Cancer increased by 308%. Anemia increased by 300%. Epilepsy increased by 397%. Bright's disease increased by 65%. Heart disease increased by 179%. Polio increased an amazing 680%. And diabetes increased by 1,800%. 1,800%. This is what happened after the introduction of shots in this country. Listen to me.
He's talking about the shots that they give you every so often. Like when you're a kid, you start taking the shots and stuff, and then as you get older, you take them every so often. This is what he's talking about. Okay.
This tells you about increase in killer diseases during the past 70 years. That's the years that the shots began. And what is probably 100 years old now. But
so let me ask y'all a question. Hey, D Boo. It's 11 here. I'm not sure how early it is for you, but hey. So let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all still take the vaccinations and stuff? Like not just the COVID 19, but do y'all still take like what is the vaccinations now? Because I don't take them. So I'm trying to remember. I think it's measles and mumps and chickenpox vaccination, like all of those that you would take as a kid, and then when you got as an adult, you're supposed to take them every so often and all that stuff. Um, the only thing that I do take is the hepatitis. That's it. That's the only thing I do take. Um, and that's for a reason. Okay. But other than that, mm-mm. And I'm not knocking nobody who does. I was just wondering if you all are part of the vaccination crew, that does it. A lot of people are having problems down in their body because of the COVID-19. That they were either forced to take or they took out of fear, and everything with no research and nothing. And now you got the creators are the part of the company, the people coming on telling you that it was never necessary, that those shots didn't really do anything. And when me and other herbalists try to come on and tell you guys, please don't, do this instead and all of this, everybody called us. They said we was heresy, we was crazy. I mean, y'all cussed us unconscious. Y'all talked about us like a dog, okay? To come to find out that we were correct, that we were right, we were correct, and everything. So I was not something. Okay, we 3 hours apart. Okay. So yeah. I always say do what you do, okay? I'm gonna come on and give you information, do your research and everything. Some things I know and I just know it, okay? Then I know some things is prophetic. I stand on my prophecy. I stand on it because it ain't from me, it's from God. I stand 10 toes down on that. So whether you agree with it, believe it or not, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Okay. But some things is just educational as well. And I know a lot of companies made their people, take the vaccinations and stuff. And which is really sad. I will say this with the upcoming virus that's out here that I've done a live on. I've done actually two. Okay. Y'all can go back and look at that. I've done 2 lives on it. I did a follow-up one, which made the second one. I will tell y'all one of the things, and shout out to Dirk C. Williams. One of the things that Dirk did, he actually works in the operating room. So he was like frontline and center when it came to COVID-19 and everything. And he never took the shot and everything, but he did do 2 things. And this is the thing I did too. And it was so funny. We both did the same thing. Colloidal silver. Okay. Colloidal silver. I'm going to bring it up for you guys. I want to show you this. And that way you all can, hold on. Let me do Amazon. Pull up Amazon real quick. And right here, I'm going to show you several ones. Okay. Several ones. Everyone's. Okay. Hold on. This is the one that I have. Okay. This right here is the one that I have. Now, I'm gonna show you some other ones, okay? But this is the one that I have. Let me make sure you all can see it. I'm gonna add this to my live as well. So that way, hold on. Let me do that now while I'm speaking to y'all because I've been on forget. I'm gonna explain to y'all what this is. Okay, save. Hold on. Make sure. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right. This one right here is the one I have. I've had the drops, and I got this because at the time my money was funny and my change was strange, and this was cheaper. Same brand, but this was cheaper, okay, than the drops. So I got this. And this right here, you can use for eye infections. Like if you got pink eye, you can use this for pink eye. You can use it, you can put it in your drinks, and it can be digestible, okay? You can spray it on an open wound, a wound you're trying to heal. Colloidal silver, I did a live on this, but you can use it for many things. But at the height, right in the middle of when 19 came, a lot of us was using this right here when we had to go out in the public and we didn't wear a mask. We was, someplace where maybe a lot of people was infected and didn't know it. We used this. And this right here is something I still use. It's the spray. And a lot of times what I do is I spray it on a Q-tip and go around the rim of my nose, like on the inside of my nose, but around the rim, okay, and everything, and it's effective. Now, let me show you the one let me give you another view of it, okay. It's non-GMO. Y'all know I look for all of that, okay. Okay, now let me show you the one that Dirk C. William used. Okay. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm going to pull this one up. I actually forgot. I know he used this type, but the specific one, I don't remember his specific one, and he's not in here to show us. So I'm going to pull this one up and I'm going to explain to y'all. Okay. I don't think this is the, hold on, because it's just said topical. And he did other, okay, so let me pull this one up right here. Okay, hold on. I got heaven in my view. The blood of the Lamb, of the blood of the Lamb. Oh, ha, ha. Hold on. I'm pulling it up as we speak, y'all. Y'all know Wi-Fi sucks. It's supposed to be 5G. It acts more like 3G. Woo. Sometimes you have to encourage yourself. Sometimes you have to speak victory. It's coming up. During the tears, no matter how you feel, speak a word, you will be healed. Okay, here we go. Speak over yourself. Okay, let me make sure y'all can get this. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right. Come on, pull it up. What are you waiting on? There we go. All right. This is the same gel, y'all. Okay. This is the same gel. This is Colloidal silver. And Derek C. Williams, like I said, he was in the operating room. He's a surgical tech and something else. But anyway, um, he said he would put the gel around his nose and will walk straight into the hospital and do what he had to do with no mask. Okay, so if this virus that is right now, they don't have a cure for it. If this does make its way over to the United States, you might want to already have this on hand, okay, and use it accordingly. All right. Um, and use it around the rim of your nose and everything, because y'all know it goes up. Thank you, Deanne. It goes up and it enters in. Oh, thank you. Well, thank you. It goes up in your nose and it gets into your cells and all the things of the things. So you may want to start getting these and just putting them up until you need it. Okay. Along with black seed oil. I keep telling y'all about black seed oil. You also, I'm going to do, not today, because I got another interview coming up at 6:30, but tomorrow I will also do a video on one particular thing that I think everybody should have in their household. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be very important. So make sure. And you know what's so funny? Come about a video, the music, when I go back and listen to my live sometime, it's like I'm singing behind the music, and that's just how it's recorded. It's weird. Like when I'm on this side and I'm live, sometimes I be singing with the song, like the song D Ham created for me, my outro. I be singing with it, but when I go back and listen to it, my voice is behind it. It's weird how that happens. Okay, it's weird. But yeah, this is Colloidal silver. This is the gel kind. It's got all kinds. It's got the dropper. It's got the gel. So yeah, okay. So it's up to you what you get. I always like to show y'all what kind I got so that you all can get it for yourself. And make sure you got the things of the things, okay? So that is very important to have and everything. That's very important to have so you can have it in your apothecary and everything. So make sure that you get these things. And y'all, if you never need them, cool. Okay. If you never need them, cool. But just in case something happens and you do need it and we get to talking about it, at least you'll have it. Okay. I'd rather for you to have it, not need it, than to need it and not have it. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's very important that you start stacking up, y'all. Just in case before the summer, if they do a government, not a government, but a shutdown like they did for COVID, at least you'll have some of the things to fight with. Okay. Also, make sure you keep on hand some chicken broth, as well as vegetable broth, as well as chicken noodle soup. Okay. And things of that nature, because there's something in the broth of the soup itself. It's something that it's made with it that helps cut a lot of things. Okay. And like I showed y'all, that particular spring water, the Mountain Valley, also the Saratoga. Okay, those are some good waters to have. You want to get waters, but right now, just get you some waters and stack them up, and everything. Let me see. It was something else I was going to tell you guys. Okay, it was something else I was going to tell you guys. I don't forget. I don't forget. Oh, I think Shaker Shaker is going to do a ghetto uh karaoke night. Ghetto karaoke night. So if you want to be a part of that, please don't hesitate. Let her know. Um, hmm. I'm not sure. I forget. I know it's something else. Something. Oh, I was telling you all yesterday about me forgiving this nurse because I told you I hadn't talked to her in 2 years. And don't you know, after I got to, I was sitting there in my seat and God began to do like a movie past my eyes of how blessed I've been, all the things that He's done for me, and all of this and stuff, and how I am a miracle to these doctors and everything. All of a sudden, when He brought it to my remember, I was like, you know what? And I spoke to that woman, and she was so shocked. Oh my God, that nurse was so shocked. Okay. And how I did it, it was so funny because she's pregnant and she looked like she's so miserable. I mean, miserable. And I said her name and she jumped because she was shocked. Like I told you, I hadn't spoke to this woman in 2 years. Wouldn't look at her, wouldn't do nothing. Okay. And I asked her, I said, what do you do? And she was so shocked. She said, huh? Because one, she couldn't believe I was talking to her. And I said, what do you do? And she told me, I said, girl, you look miserable. You look like you ain't going to make it. And she started laughing, and I was laughing with her and everything. She was just, I could tell by the look of her face, she was so shocked because, like I said, I hadn't spoke to her. And I told her, don't talk to me. Don't speak to me. Walk past me. I mean, I did, y'all. 2 years ago, I told her that. I said, don't speak to me. Don't come near me. Walk past me and everything. So just imagine out of the clear blue sky, now this woman is speaking to you. She was so shocked. And she has been just so happy lately because I have broke the ice and spoke to her and all this and stuff. She's like, her whole demeanor has changed. And that came with my growth. That came with my growth because, like I said, when God showed me, look at what I've done for you. I've healed you. I've been doing all these things for you. I've opened up ways that people said would never be open. Things that people said you will never be healed of. I healed you of it. You are testifying of me. You are preaching my word and everything, and you still feel this way about her. So I was like, God, you right. And I immediately made the difference. So that was the end of that testimony. I know I didn't get a chance to finish it, so I wanted to finish it and let you all know it was me, that I'm the one that actually, made the difference. I'm the one that went against my own thing and spoke to this woman to break the ice with her and everything. And sometimes y'all, we can be right, but our right can turn into wrong. Okay. That's why I always tell y'all at the end of my broadcast, no matter what the test, I always do your best. Okay. Because when you do your best, 9 times out of 10, you pass the test. Okay. But we are all, those of us that belong to God, we are always being tested. Okay. And there is things that are always being thrown in front of us. Do you remember the scripture that said, Satan, God asked Satan, where have you been? Okay. It said, and I'm paraphrasing, it said that the sons of God was bringing themselves before God. They was presenting themselves and their gifts, okay, before the Lord. And Satan also came. Check that out. The sons of God was presenting themselves to God. And Satan also came. Okay? He also came. I want y'all to get that. Okay? I want okay, I want y'all. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, here we go. It says now. It says now, there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them. Okay, so I wasn't off when I was paraphrasing. I just wanted to get that particular scripture. Okay, let me say it again. Now there was a day when the sons of God, which was angels, they was called the sons of God. Okay, came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also. So you mean to tell me that Satan still had access to heaven? I want y'all to understand what I'm trying to tell y'all. Satan himself had access to heaven. Okay, I'm going to read it one more time. Now, there was a day when the sons of God, aka angels, came to present themselves before the Lord. And Satan came also amongst them. And the Lord said unto Satan, yes, they having a conversation. God particularly is talking to Satan. And the Lord said to Satan, whence comest thou? Like, where are you coming from? Satan. God is talking to Satan, just having a conversation. Okay, Satan, where are you coming from? Okay, then Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth and from walking up and down in it. I want y'all to get this. Sometimes people read stuff and y'all don't get it. Think about this. Read this. Hear me very, very clear. Hear me very, very clear. Okay. First of all, the angels came to talk to God, present themselves to God. And Satan came. Yes, the Satan that was kicked out of heaven. He still had access to heaven to come and talk to God. So God has a conversation with Satan, and God is like, where you been? What you been up to? What you doing? Okay, I'm putting it in layman terms so y'all can get it, okay? And he said, oh, coming from to and fro in the earth and from walking up and down. In other words, seeing what mischief I can do on earth. Going back and forth. Turn it up. Okay. And the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered? Now, even though Satan has just told God what he's doing in the earth, he's wreaking havoc. He's doing whatever he wants to do in the earth. He's seeing what stone he can unturn. All the things of the things. He's having just a regular old conversation with God in heaven about what he's doing on earth. Okay, anyway, y'all get this later. And he said, so then God decides to say, oh, okay, since you're testing earth, you're testing the people on earth, you turn earth up, you're doing whatever you want to do in earth. How about my child Job? Have you considered him? How about my son Job? Have you considered him? There is none like him in the earth, a perfect man, upright man, one that feareth God and escheweth evil, meaning he shuns evil. He goes against evil. What about him? Have you decided to pick him to pick on, to destroy his life, to mess with his life? Y'all, when I tell you this thing is deep, okay? Job, I'm reading Job right now. I started at 6. Baby, when I tell you the chapter of Job is so interesting, it's very interesting. Some of y'all are there right now, okay? We're not going to get into it, but your sciatica is messing up. Try some elderberry. Y'all, yes. Okay, so anyway, I just wanted to read that part. I ain't going to get into it. We're not going to do it. I just wanted to read that part, okay? When, honey, that Job is very interesting. Yeah. Go back and just
from Kentucky to the world.
Okay.
It's the sitting up
So
skill.
again, don't forget
Real
tonight.
butterfly.
I will be doing my live
Spread on wings, girl.
jobs, okay?
Yeah.
So don't forget to come over and give me some support.
Yeah.
Right?
Born to shine, leave a balance in her soul. Creole roots deep, got that heart to go. Butterfly in motion, grace when she fly. Every room she step in, the stars multiply. Dr.Creole, wisdom with the style. That Kentucky vibe, make the world smile. Energy, crown sitting high. Royal Libra season, can't nobody deny. Creole butterfly, Libra queen tonight. Glowing like the moon in that southern light. From Kentucky Phillies to the city dream.
Okay, this song right here is what JB created
You
for
know
me.
what they say. Keep it
And then I'm gonna
balanced.
go back to the one that
Keep it cute. But baby,
the Ham Show did. This is
my
the
balance,
one I ain't gonna play it out.
it
This
comes
is the
from
one
above.
JB did.
So step light. Hold your head high. We gon' praise and still look fly. I've been weighing every season. Heart on one side, truth on the other. Grace in my heart, glory in my
Yes, Sissy, tonight is at 6:30. Yep, over here. The interview with the one and only, the official King Jives. Yes, this is the one that JB did for me. This is my opening song. This song also is a banger. Y'all can't tell me this don't bang. And then I'm gonna go back to my one that D Ham Show did. Y'all can't tell me this ain't no banger.
I'm alive. Peace in my heart, made of mine. Made of mine. Wrist shining, Bible in my bag. In my bag. Gold on my neck, Savior in my sweat. Hey. Born with the scales in my head. Still I lay it all in His plan.
He knows I got something with a beat. I love something that boom, 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 boom. It brings, okay, because I'm Creole, y'all. Come on now. I'm African, I'm Creole, and we love the things that go boom, 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 boom. You know, I love that beat. I love a beat. I do. I love a beat, you know, and everything. Okay, I'll be there tomorrow. Okay, baby.
Measured by mercy, not fame. He called my star by my name. I'm a Libra in the light, standing tall in my faith. Pretty smile, holy style. I got heaven on my face. Oh yeah. When I move, when I glide, it's the grace in my stride. Balanced by the blood, that's my scales and my pride. That's my scales and my pride. Hands up high, heels on beat, praise in the club, praise in the street. Halo over this laid out lace, a little gloss, whole lot of grace. They see the charm, but he sees the core. He opened doors I ain't asking for. So I two-step, testify, slide every turn. He by my side, I'm a Libra in the light, standing tall in my faith. Pretty smile, holy style. I got heaven on my face. When I move, when I glide, it's the grace in my stride. Balanced by the blood, that's my scales and my pride. That's my scales and my pride. Whoa, left, right, spin it back, stay true. If you love the Lord, let Him shine. Hey, heart in the clouds, feet on the floor. We give Him the praise, then we give Him some more. I'm a Libra in the light.
Okay.
Yeah. From Kentucky to the world, it's the season of the scale. Creole butterfly, spread them wings, girl. Yeah. Born to shine, Libra balance in her soul. Creole roots deep, got that heart of gold. Butterfly in motion, grace when she fly. Every room she step in, the stars multiply. Dr.Creole, wisdom with the style. That Kentucky vibe, make the world smile. Energy, crown sitting high. Royal Libra season, can't nobody deny. Creole butterfly, Libra queen tonight. Glowing like the moon in that southern light. From Kentucky fields to the city dream. She the vibe, she the balance, she the queen supreme. Smooth with the talk, yeah, she calm the storm. Butterfly wings, transformation form. She lifting up hearts with the words she sing. A Libra queen guiding us all the way. Hey, Kentucky pride, rhythm in her veins.
Creole fire running through her name. When she walk by, the whole crowd sing. Long live the queen, let the bell of love ring. Yeah, butterfly, don't you slow it down. Dr.Creole in the royal crown. Balance in the spirit, love in her hand. Libra queen, ruler of the land. Creole butterfly, Libra queen tonight. Glowing like the moon in that southern light. From Kentucky fields to the city dream. She the vibe, she the balance, she the queen supreme. Yeah. So spread your wings, let your soul be free. Dr.Creole butterfly. Eternally. Libra queen. Forever strong. Kentucky vibe. Where you belong. Yeah. From Kentucky to the world. It's the season of the scale. Creole butterfly. Spread them wings, girl. Yeah. 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 Born to shine. Libra balance in her soul. Creole roots deep. Got that heart of gold. Butterfly in motion, grace when she fly. Every room she step in, the stars multiply. Dr.Creole, wisdom with the style. That Kentucky vibe, make the world smile. Energy, crown sitting high. Royal Libra season, can't nobody deny. Creole butterfly, Libra queen tonight. Glowing like the moon in that southern light. From Kentucky fields to the city dream. She the vibe, she the balance, she the queen supreme. Smooth with the talk, yeah, she calm the storm. Butterfly wings, transformation form. She lifting up hearts with the words she say. A Libra queen guiding us all the way. Hey, Kentucky pride, rhythm in her veins. Creole fire running through her name. When she walk by, the whole crowd sing. Long live the queen, let the bell of love ring. Yeah, butterfly, don't you slow it down. Dr.Creole in the royal crown. Balance in the spirit, love in her hand. Libra queen, ruler of the land. Creole butterfly, Libra queen tonight. Glowing like the moon in that southern light. From Kentucky fields to the city dream. She the vibe, she the balance, she the queen supreme. Yeah. So spread your wings, let your soul be free. Yeah. Dr.Creole butterfly. Eternally. Libra queen. Forever strong.
Hey, 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 hey.